Namaste, my dear young friends. Welcome back to our magical journey of the Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita. In our first episode of our season 1, we met King Shantanu and goddess Ganga and discovered the secret of the 8 Vasus. We also learned that the 8th child, Devavrata, was destined for greatness. But how did Prince Devavrata become the mighty Bhishma? Today we will discover that extraordinary story in our episode 2. Are you ready? Before we continue, let us remember what happened at the end of our last episode. Because King Shantanu had broken the promise he made to goddess Ganga, she had to leave him. Before leaving, she entrusted their young son, Prince Devavrata, to his father. Now, King Shantanu would raise Devavrata as the Prince of Hastinapura. Prince Devavrata grew into a handsome, brave, and wise young prince. He was trained by the greatest teachers. He learned the art of warfare, statecraft, and dharma. Soon everyone in Hastinapura admired him. King Shantanu was very proud of his son. One day, King Shantanu was once again walking along the banks of the river Ganga. Suddenly he sensed a wonderful fragrance in the air. Following the fragrance, he saw a beautiful young woman. Her name was Satyavati. She was the daughter of a fisherman and helped her father by rowing boats across the river. King Shantanu was deeply impressed by her kindness and beauty, and he wished to marry her. So King Shantanu went to Satyavati's father and asked for her hand in marriage. But Satyavati's father had a condition. He said, "O king, my daughter can marry you only if her children become the future kings of Hastinapura." King Shantanu was shocked. How could he agree? After all, Devavrata was already the crown prince. Sadly, King Shantanu returned to the palace. He became quiet and unhappy. Days passed. Devavrata noticed that his father no longer smiled. He wondered why his father so sad. Finally, he discovered the truth. Without wasting a moment, Devavrata rode to the fisherman's village. There he spoke respectfully to Satyavati's father. "O noble sir," said Devavrata, "I give up my claim to the throne. Your grandson shall become king." The fisherman was surprised, but he still hesitated. "What if your children later demand the throne?" he asked. Everyone fell silent. What would Devavrata do now? Then, in one of the most extraordinary moments in history, Devavrata made a terrible vow. Raising his hands towards the heaven, he declared, "I solemnly promise that I shall never marry. I shall remain a brahmachari for my entire life. I shall never have children." Everyone was stunned. Can you imagine making such a sacrifice? Devavrata was giving up not only his throne but also the chance to have a family of his own. The gods themselves showered flowers from the sky. voices from heaven proclaimed, Bhishma, Bhishma. The word Bhishma means one who has taken a terrible and awe-inspiring vow. From that day onwards, Prince Devavrata became known as Bhishma. When King Shantanu heard about his son's sacrifice, tears filled his eyes. He embraced Bhishma and granted him a special boon. Bhishma would have the power to choose the time of his own death. What an extraordinary blessing! And thus, because of one great promise, Devavrata became the mighty Bhishma, one of the greatest heroes of Mahabharata.
But what happened when King Shantanu married Satyavati? How did the future of Hastinapura change forever? We will discover this exciting story in our next episode.
Don't leave yet, it's quiz time. Let's see how well you remember today's story. Question 1. What was the name of King Shantanu's son? Question 2. Who was the beautiful young woman King Shantanu wished to marry? 3. What condition did Satyavati's father place before King Shantanu? 4. What did Devavrata give up to fulfill his father's wish? 5. What special boon did King Shantanu grant Bhishma? Write your answers in the comments below and let's see who gets all of them correct. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Scintilla for further episodes and more such content. Until then, keep smiling, keep learning and keep spreading kindness. Jai Shri Krishna.